Breaking news, a near miss. A Southwest Airlines plane almost crashed into another plane at Chicago's Midway Airport. Oh my gosh, a crisis averted here. I got footage of this plane almost crashing into another plane as it was landing.
Just moments ago, a near miss at Chicago's Midway Airport, a close call between a Southwest Airlines plane and a private jet. NewsNation's Kelly Beeson is live with more on what we are learning, Kelly.
Yeah, so some scary moments, Nicole, for passengers and the crew. As you can imagine, we are learning now that reportedly a Southwest flight crew had to perform an aborted landing to avoid a crash. And you can see in the video, the plane appears to be touching down, then lifts right back off. You can see the jet in front of it there on the runway. Here's some audio from the string of events.
So 2504, when able, turn left heading 220.
Left heading 220, Southwest 2504. That's Tower, Southwest 2504. How'd that happen?
Yeah, so the good news in all of this, that Southwest flight 2504 did land safely at the Chicago airport after avoiding that other jet that was on the runway. The FAA providing this statement. The crew of Southwest Airlines flight 2504 initiated a go-around when a business jet entered the runway without authorization at Chicago Midway Airport. The FAA is investigating the incident, which occurred around 8:50 a.m. local time on Tuesday, February 25th. So what was that other jet apparently without authorization doing there? Well, we still don't know at this hour. We'll be keeping an ear to the ground so far for updates. And we also have a crew on the way to the scene, Nicole.
All right, Kelly Beeson in our newsroom. Kelly, thank you.
Here's some additional information about the plane. The Southwest plane was coming from Omaha and was landing at Midway Airport in Chicago. Meanwhile, it was a flex jet that was leaving Midway and going to Knoxville, Tennessee. So definitely a smaller jet. This was a complete disaster that was averted here. This would have been very, very bad for the industry as a whole. Let me know what you think. So a lot of eyes right now on the aviation industry as a whole in the United States, considering the last few weeks there have been numerous plane crashes at the airport too. Planes crashing into other planes on the runway. In Toronto, a plane flipping over after landing in bad weather conditions. D.C., Washington, D.C., as a plane was landing at the airport, a helicopter crashed into it. Philadelphia, as a plane was taking off, crashed into a neighborhood in northeast Philadelphia. What is up with all these plane crashes? We'll call this one a near miss. This could have been a complete disaster. Unclear how many people were on this flight, but usually Southwest Airlines flights are booked till capacity. So I would say at least 150 to 200 people were probably on this plane. We would have been talking about another plane crash, but it definitely shows that this industry, there's a lot of traffic in the sky and a lot of urgency to land these planes and take it off business. And, you got planes crisscrossing the runway as other ones landing. Very scary. A lot of traffic in the sky. They're trying to get the people to use mass transit like rail lines and other things instead of flying. Let me know what you think about this particular case. And do you feel safe to fly? I don't know, seeing all these crazy stuff happen the last few days. Anything else breaks out of this, we'll share on JLR Investigates. Also, kudos to the pilot for seeing that and then going back up so the plane wouldn't crash into the plane crossing the runway. That takes a tremendous amount of paying attention and resilience from the pilots. If they get named, we'll put their names in the description. We'll talk soon. JLR Investigates. Stay safe.